Mr. Giddy Judith. Hello. Gideon Judith.
Us. I don't open so many this thing. Let me close some of them. Sef. Never change them. Sef.
How far now?
So, okay. Close you.
How did it go?
I do. What's up in?
I dey
Oh,
record this our
I was
session.
just looking at the get line. Okay. It's alright. So you are in charge now. You are in charge.
In charge where abeg we need to discuss. We need to like we need to talk out everything you are thinking, everything I'm thinking, where I'm confused, where you are confused, and then we need to now find a way. Is about
Okay.
finding a
Let's
finding
let's
a
let's
start.
do okay. Let's start from somewhere. We'll start with let's just uh, except you okay, you can handle this one now. Do the tag zero first. Let's just start something I beg instead of postponing.
I've
So
not
we'll know
literally
that we are done with
even
tag
come to the
zero.
tax.
That one should be straightforward.
What are they? What did they say we should do here? We should write a code that passes the Betty checks. That means just write anything. Which code precisely? Are you with me?
Any code, even if na
Hello?
do wetin do my network now.
Are you using MTN?
um
My own MTN happened that the network just disappeared.
ah
Funniest thing. Seriously.
toh.
So
So
okay, that's tag zero. Any code that passes the Betty.
any code
Even
that
even
passes,
even hello word.
even if it's to print a statement, hello world, yes, exactly.
Okay. Then this number one, they said write a Unix command line interpreter.
um
Your shell should display a prompt and wait for the user to type a command.
you can open your shell so that you will see what the shell is doing and how we would replicate what
Oh,
that is.
am I sharing my screen at all?
um you can divide it.
Did, did you attempt the concept project on the concept?
I've not even opened it sef.
I just tested. I've read a lot of things like even still reading self. I've not really know. I still feel like I've not read enough because I see some things I've not understood. But at first I was afraid that it's not like afraid though, but I was kind of how will I say, is it confused on
Okay.
majority of some of the functions like the string toke function or get line function. I was thinking that they will ask us to use a custom one, but honestly,
No,
is we
they'll
can use.
definitely. It's in advance. They will tell us to use. They will tell us to build that on in advance.
Are you serious?
Uh,
I don't think so.
string talk, and get line. They'll tell us this in advance. Look
Okay,
at
write your
it.
own get.
Write your own get line function.
If that be the case, I can even do I've written my own though. I was able to write something, but
Okay.
this one is
You
where
use
I am.
Realoc, Nabi. That
They
means you use Realoc because it's used Realoc in case
yeah, in case the
the
this thing
malloc
cannot.
side.
Yeah, yeah.
is
I've not finished it.
exceeded.
I've not finished it actually.
Okay.
Like a buffer to hold temporary space, then lines read for keeping track of how many lines was read. This one is the, what are they calling it? Edge case check. If what was passed is no, and even
Mm,
the number of like length of characters to
mm,
read is no, and even if the file stream self is no, definitely everything are invalid arguments, so should return -1. Then the next one is if the line pointer is no, because this line pointer actually starting like basically like okay, what is the get line function? It reads
okay.
a line of text from a particular file stream. It reads it into a buffer, right? And then
Mm,
it prints it out to the standard output. So although the printing out of it is like you are the decider of if you are using it, where you want to print it to, where you want to print it
okay.
out to. But basically what it does is it reads files from a stream and then sends it into a buffer. So if you want to like check what is here, so it reads an entire line from a stream and then storing the address of the buffer containing the text
Yeah.
into line pointer. So that's just basically, so it's now from the line pointer that we can now say we
Mm,
want to print what was stored inside here. So it just
yeah.
like it's like a how will I say, it's like an extractor. If I'm trying to describe it, it collects something and then it has a pause or a storage where it stores that thing, whereby later on we can activate what it has stored
Mm,
so far and then print it out. So basically, just like what, although I read some stuff and I had to, not that like everything came automatic to my head. Where so basically, trying to understand that it starts with a particular size. So explaining this guy is is the place whereby the contents that it read from the file stream where it is being stored, and then this is like the size of the buffer
the buffer.
or the temporary storage. Yes, this is determine the size. So
Mm,
and then this is the source of what it is reading into
the
this place.
standard input
Yeah,
input
it can be standard, it can be anything. No, don't get
or
it. It can be anything actually.
output.
It can be any form of stream for
Standard in
receiving
or
input.
output.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm,
No, it cannot be
yeah.
standard output. It can be standard input. It can be a file. It can be a scanner. It can be a light pen. Anything that sends input stream.
It's input. It's
Yeah,
getting. Yeah.
input. But it cannot be standard output. Can it read from standard output? Well, I don't know, Shao. Just thinking out loud, Shao.
Okay.
So it will start with a particular chunk of size, like setting this guy to a particular size and assuming it to be the size of the buffer. And if what it is collecting from the stream. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Your network is bad, I
Don't
think.
mind the network. The thing
There's still one more
kicked
thing
me out
you create though.
again.
There's still one more thing you create. Are you there? Are you there? Gideon. Gideon. Hello. I think network issue. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Gideon. Hello, I'm speaking, but you are not saying anything. I can't hear you reply. Hello, I'm speaking, but you are not saying anything. I can't hear you reply. Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay, think it. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Wow, these network issues. Okay. You can hear me, right?
I can hear you now.
Okay. So I said there is
You
one
can
more
hear
thing.
me. You.
I think. Okay. I think you create one more thing from. I think you really want to create it.
Okay.
You just have to create this file, authors, this authors file, and then you just put what are they calling it?
Okay.
Your
Okay. Okay.
name
Okay. This.
and your email address following this format.
All right. Think I
So
know
once you do
that.
that, I will just prove.
Wait. Okay. Following this. Okay. 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 All right. Yeah. Now let me
Okay.
do it now.
Imagine for the Docker project, about
Mm.
1,000. I said 1,000, about 2,406 contributors, like authors, for the Docker project. You
Hope
need
you
to
try
know that
so.
this is very big, a very big code base,
I swear.
very very big.
So my name then in that this thing will be your um
It will be your own email address.
okay email address. Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah. Then the next one, probably I can add myself. I can maybe once you do, I'll pull, and
Okay.
then I will edit. Then you will pull. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now let me do that now. So okay, simple shell ls. Let me get pull first as the custom demands. Vim author.
Have you been able to do the get line like such that if you type something, it will reply you back the tags?
Um,
I did that like cat. Anytime I type now, it will give me back.
with this one.
Can you see?
Okay, cat print it back. Okay, and it prints. Let
That's
me
just
see.
it's just a random text. Like
Okay,
once I
let me
run
see
it,
what is
it will
inside
have the
your implementation.
is using the get line function. Coming.
Okay,
So this is it.
okay, all right. Okay.
So this guy stores the return value of
Mm,
get line, and if it is -1, that means there's an error. You understand? Or then you free the buffer, and then you free the
mm, okay. So,
then
does
this
this
one
one? Okay,
print line.
all right.
Does it does it work?
I wanted to have to know. Getline has one issue of it automatically adds the new line.
Yes, it automatically adds new line.
So
Yes.
we have not treated that now, have we?
Uh, that
Like you understand what I mean?
if it
Yeah.
encounters a new line,
Uh,
it will exit, right?
like how do I put it? Okay. Anyway, just when we reach that bridge, don't worry. When we reach that bridge, we'll cross it. Sha. Yeah. All right. So so whatever you type, it will print the same thing out, Abby.
Yeah, that is just what
That's
this
the
that one is
print
doing.
line. Okay, that's the printf. The printf is telling it to print out the same thing you
Exactly.
typed. Okay.
Yeah, so print whatever I typed. Then what about this one? Did you do it where you are printing the command line argument without using argc? Do you see? This one is just all these are just basic though, but I know that this is we'll be using it one of I want to like be able to see if I can do all the concept exercises
Okay.
because if one is able to do the concept exercises, then definitely one is one step ahead of that he can be able to finish the shell.
Okay.
So if I open where is it self? No, not this one. Can you see just how many lines of code? Just
Mm.
one, two. You know this
Okay. While
is
it is not null, then print.
exactly just
Mm.
print the current one and print the next one as
Okay.
many as it is being passed. Yeah. Have you done the this thing? Let me pull.
Let me do it now. I've been the listening to your. Let
Oh,
me do
okay.
it now. Okay.
So
Authors. Okay.
okay, we will discuss this tax one and see what can we do. I think once you are if you do tax one, I mean 0.1, then it will lead to the 0.2. You can't do 0.1. You can't do
Okay.
0.2 without 0.1. Yeah. So what where I'm although I've not read there and I've not gotten there, like I see in fact this night itself is mainly for reading a lot of stuff and trying to at least God help that one is able to have a head start, like know how to start and understand way around. And then I even try to
at
create this thing down safe
gmail.com.
at the position I try
Gideon,
to.
Gideon, okay, all right, okay. So commit any as author. Okay, I need to add push. Okay, you can pull.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh, you can actually do this Betty stuff.
Okay.
So, oh man, I'm just wondering why they didn't
What did you say?
introduce this. I'm just wondering why they didn't introduce this checker stuff. Now, people for just they
They
disturb
said
checker
it.
like scatter.
Exactly.
The checker would have been a
I
distraction anyway.
in fact it would be a distraction whereby many will go and
You
do
will not
copy
you
and
you
paste.
you'll be worried about advancing to the next task. You will just be focused on trying to make one work.
Honestly. You get one type with my okay. I think there's nothing like don't push main.c or anything here. This one I share. Is there any instruction like that? Did I even check that? Let me see. Like
Main.c. No, they didn't do anything like that.
nothing like that, like the tests or don't push any test file. Where is it? Okay, there should be one. If you hope is my username you used to close, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Mm.
If I use my own, it will not even work safe.
Mm.
Okay. So I think what we'll do bit by bit now is to, because I feel we might be using printf to print some error messages, or like that dollar sign that you just did.
Okay, and printf is not among the allowed functions.
uh,
Okay. Okay.
the printf is just basically percentage s that we'll be using most at times.
Yeah.
Percentage s. Then that's all.
And did you implement buffer for
Buffer,
your this
yes,
thing?
yes, for the put char.
Then we are good to go. We can just
Is
we
to
might probably you can just we can just abstract only few parts of the printf,
mm,
not like copy everything,
the main thing
just
now
only the
is,
string and character side.
yeah,
That's all.
the main thing now is
And
the what they
probably
call
numbers
header
too.
file. That's the main thing. Header file will carry a lot of things. So
All we just need is the other file for these guys. Probably we should start. Okay, I think I like where you are even starting with self. We should start the planning from there. Let me open this. Make we even start the planning. More first to know the material we want to use before we even start to decode anything. So I think I can manage. Let me just use this guy. So okay.
I just dey look at our this thing past the print f stuff. We will create over 21 branches.
Una
And the thing was, it was stressful
stressful.
creating branches. The
Um,
I
we
swear.
we will not create branch. Una
I
one
no go
branch
no
will
go
work.
do am again abeg. Dat thing was very stressful. We go create issue, do this. The
Hmm.
first thing we go create issue, create branch. Omo, it was too
Pull
stressful
request,
abeg.
Abby. You are doing pull
I no fit
request.
even touch main I no fit even touch main dot like the master branch. I no anything any changes I do na to create branch.
Hmm.
It was very stressful.
Yeah, stressful. Uh, this university headers. I think it contain. So I think this university is where this thing is. That's where right is. That's where that's where is it read? Is read there? Na man page we dey use access. Man
For which one?
access. Man access is okay, is inside university too. And okay.
All these things will. Are you doing the header file or you can be adding them now so that oh
I dey do design
yeah
project
okay
design of wetin, although we or else we can just go implementation. This one it will be good for like if we want to, like okay, after all what we did, how we mapped, how we design, how we implement, and
okay
or we can, I don't know
yeah yeah
if you are, so another
sure
person
sure
might not be
sure sure.
interested in that, like we are
No no
wasting time,
it's
who need
it's
all this
cool
thing.
because this one can be added to the GitHub, a link of this thing.
Right? And it will really make sense. Anybody that checks it and see, wow, you guys really collaborated.
You can actually fix some goals like focus on a particular task a day or so instead of trying to do everything.
Okay, but I didn't get you.
No, like the different tasks now. If we say we want try do all the tasks in a day, it might
No,
become
no.
very tired and
Yes,
very cumbersome.
taxi.
And you
Yes, sir.
just find one like focus on one task, then
Tax.
rest.
Exactly. Okay, close and read and open their inside university too.
Okay, as you are doing it now, let me be adding the
The
files to the
headers.
header now. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Just do that. Do that. Let me do this design. Do
Then
that.
anything that I think whether you even put like custom print f or something.
For the design, or
Okay, this one is basically for header files or what?
yeah, this portion is header file. So the header files, each of them, and then where what each header file contains, like the functions. You understand? Like this is uni std now, and then
Okay.
that's where we can have access. That's where we can have this function, right? Like so, as many like that.
Okay. Alright. You don't push your auto.
Yes, I've pushed. Pull.
Okay. It's full. Okay. So our header, may we use the normal main dot header now, abi? Main dot h.
Win.h. Okay.
Okay.
Like the people they don't sleep today, so they don't free.
Hmm? They don't sleep or make them sleep abeg.
Hmm. How far now
We go need
your
sha.
picture? You mean
No, like
picture?
print a character as a percentage, the specifier.
Yes,
We go
yes,
need
we
am
go
at
need.
all.
We go
Okay.
need
What
them.
of integer be did for
SND,
integer?
Abi. We go need them.
Yeah, now let me just CD and S should be fine. Then percent. This percent
Like
must
picture is
be
not allowed though, because I can't find picture in the
yeah,
allowed
picture
this
is
thing.
I would add the
So
picture.
then we'll be using we'll be using right then. Picture is not allowed, so we can't use picture actually.
We can
So
come
it
up
will
with
be
our
right.
own picture.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
hear
yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Picture empty string. Okay. Clearing. Maybe this now. Alright. Percent print number. Okay. Alright. Mm, 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 mm.
This LLX project, they won't actually look like they are hard actually if time was on someone's side. But
The
time,
LS project, Abby.
yeah, but time is not on anywhere. Like the more you are think you are wasting time to wow,
So
in my prayer time like that too. Wow. You know what
computer
I'm not getting yet is when do we need to create
use it.
process?
Okay, create process.
That's where I am because like looking at tax one now, I think the main function that is needed is that execv function or something.
Yeah.
Okay, university. But I know that we'll get it once we just get the understanding of what is happening. The rest is history. So one thing I believe, one thing for sure.
Okay. So get function. Get function. Percentage. Okay. S. Instance. Get function. Get M. Let's see. Get X. Function. That is percentage.
Sometimes I already thought that it is high time I went to get that, what are they calling it? Um this rubber duck.
The what?
I say that I used to think sometimes that it is high time that I went to get a rubber duck that I'll be discussing with.
Yeah, okay, that's stuff we did. Was it? Which
It's
concept
on
was that? Talking to
debug,
the duck.
debugging, under debugging.
Yeah, debugging. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Seriously,
Because you
honestly,
can buy baby doll now. You can use baby doll.
because sometimes all that you somebody needs sometimes is just like find somebody to discuss something with, like
Mm,
just to discuss, and from there that's like all what you need.
that's true. Dee, 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 dee. Let me see. I think that's all. Okay. Yes, I think. Yes, 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 okay. Straight. Okay. This one to decimal specify. This decimal specify. The way time just dey fly, eh?
Honestly,
Then, okay. Get function picture is f that is
and funniest thing, while we were doing file IO,
mm,
I was thinking that it is really file IO that we use for shell mainly because of the open, close, and all that. And I never,
it's far far
yeah,
far from it too.
I was telling you that file, I said file IO is actually shell. I want to until I did see what I
Hmm.
did see my brother. Very, very funny. It was not. It was funny. And it was not funny at the same time. All of them good. There's one book I won't buy with my brother. I wish I can have the hardcover. I will send you the
on
PDF.
programming.
Mm, is Linus programming Linus interface. That book is
Okay.
rich. That book is rich.
Mm, mm, mm. See that, see. Page number,
Our group was now silent, except those guys.
morning time they go come. Those guys
Those
are really
guys,
really fast.
pressure. Hey, I said,
I
let us
swear.
breathe. Those suffocators.
Uh-uh.
I would just be like, wait, is it? And funniest thing, I was seeing that they've done the advanced tax. I don't know if you observe. Oh.
They are far ahead though.
Both time zone, both everything zone. They usually, they usually work
Ahmed
out.
Abi Mohammed
Mohammed and the other
especially.
guy, that Aja, that one, that Aja, this thing.
Mm.
Mohammed still dey even dey, shebi thing dey come this thing. Mohammed still comes to this thing now. Um, stand up meetings and PL. That one doesn't come. Oh. But chai, the way those guys speed, ah, pressure. Hmm.
Yeah, conversion table. Mm. I didn't even know when I left cell phone.
I was thinking it's your network.
I didn't know when I left. Okay. The file. So we need fcntl dot h. Mm, uni std system types. Then okay, what else do we need? Exec. Okay, types PID. Okay, just push this one for now. Our print type might be confusing to you. They just no say it work.
It should not be now. I should be able to understand what you guys
Okay,
did.
because I put the struct for some of them. Sha. The struct we use struct now.
We use struct too.
Okay,
Function pointers. Okay,
hey,
you've
wait to. What if I dey do this thing, then this guy can't do the same thing?
now wetin person need to fear be hard to. No one wahala. Kimba make you no talk.
Ah,
Probably we
anyways, the
can we
structure.
can we can borrow you borrow some part that you guys did and then borrow some part
Mm-hmm.
from our
Yeah.
side. You get
No,
abi?
I don't think it will even, and it will not worry. Oh, well.
There is no need
It's
abi?
because of might take time. We do that. So far, I
Okay.
said the print F they work. Fine. Yes. Okay, you can push.
Push or pull.
I mean, pull.
Wow. Hehehe.
I just know say you go do you go wow you go do wow.
Even the print F, okay. Main dot C. You don't need main
Okay,
dot C
delete that.
now.
No, delete them. I was just testing it. Delete them. I beg. Sorry,
Okay.
it was just
Um,
testing. Yeah.
main dot C. Okay. The print number, everything we do for there. Okay, I will even change the name self.
But if you change
All
the
this,
name, you go
I'll.
go header file, go change the name, then go
I go.
somewhere, go change the name.
Not
And
true.
like I say, it
Ah,
will take time. Just leave her like that. Don't worry.
no, no. The
Yeah.
name I mean actually, not even the name outside name for here. No be name inside the function.
Okay.
Actually, all this long, long this thing modifying file name. Actually, I mean, no
Had
wala.
it been, had it been, it was possible to create a folder for it, then it will make sense. But the
They no go gree
compiler will
o.
not see the folder.
You know, see am on our
Yeah.
own this thing with that. Okay, seeing what you did here. Standard ag. My
This
brother,
one's now for my lock. Okay.
we no need standard ag o.
Malloc is standard library.
Uh,
That's true.
don't worry, I will do it here.
No, there's library up. Don't worry, you can just remove it. Or just
Yeah,
leave the
even na
library
two
there.
dey here sef. Even the
Eh,
standard ag sef na two times you declare am.
wow.
I don comot am. Limits, okay. University system types, okay. Okay. FNCTL, okay.
All those ones na macros. The buffer
Yeah,
capacity.
capacity. Error no. Error number. Let me add that one.
Okay. Actually, this one is better than creating branch. It was so stressful. Kai.
And to just understand. Yeah, and even if person don push too much, sef, you fit just balance am. Even na
Mm-hmm.
to dey do editing push, editing push. No need to dey do wahala. Okay,
After wey print
so
F this thing don finish now. Within like percentage was 50-50. Within 2 days as I leave print F, I dey see dis guy dey push. I come check GitHub, I see say na 80% to 10, abi 80 to 20% na.
ah
I was like, wow.
that one na gbese o.
That was
Gbese.
after deadline sha. Even that
Na
print
gbe
F, we never even finish am sef.
shey you know say dat wetin dem dey call am, dat wetin dem dey call am sef, um the one for with specifier.
Mm,
Are you with me?
yeah.
I later explore that stuff wey I do na just tip of the iceberg. There is a way whereby the width does not just calculate based on the number that you put, probably 505D or percent. It actually does the calculation based on, it does how many spaces required based on the character being
Mm,
passed. So if the
okay.
character being passed is more, if it has collected the actual space and there is no
Space is a
need,
character.
then if the character is already like
Like space is a character now.
Yeah, yeah, space is a character, but what I mean is if there are already enough bytes,
Mm,
if they're already, I'm coming, what I'm explaining, to make sense. I dey come, make I do this thing. I dey change the name from specifier to normal this thing, specifier to much wetin happen.
you go into the get
No,
function to change the name to.
there is no need now.
Yeah,
All these are
compile first.
files,
In
outside files now. Yeah.
okay, compile and do gcc dot star. You will
Mm,
see
mm,
wetin I mean.
okay. Okay. So,
Okay.
okay.
Yes, yeah, you know go mean, you know
You
me.
know, me. Now just the file outside them here. So GCC all dot C output printf. Ah, no main dot C. Oh.
Okay.
What you mean this implicit function var start?
Yeah, that
Okay,
library you removed. I think it
standard
was
arg.
arg, standard arg that you removed.
Yeah, but hope you don't go give us issue, sha. Because they're among the library. Because that's why I said the printf is not like
Mm,
the main printf. What we need is just like, in fact, probably what we need is just a putcha, or what we need is just a putcha that will actually that will not do based on what are they calling it? That will not be calling right all the time. Instead, it will be storing the stuff inside the characters inside buffer.
the butcher is doing that one now.
And so we
If
don't
you
need the
check the
printf.
butcher is doing the print f is for if you want to pass percentage s or something, or just in case, it's just there in case. Maybe if we don't need the print f, we will delete them. Maybe if
Yeah,
after everything
sure.
we don't need it, we can remove it.
Okay, so it worked. The only thing
Okay.
is main dot C is not here.
You can actually add the Betty stuff, add a file that passes Betty or something.
You mean the Betty?
Just maybe a print statement or a statement or something.
Okay, that tax zero, abi?
Mm.
Okay. Mm. No. Ngo. Hello, Gideon.
Yeah,
Wetin
yeah,
dey do
yeah.
your network?
And yeah, network. Oh, sorry. You don't add
So
the Betty stuff.
that's what I want to do, but that means it just be regular main dot anything dot C file. Regular
Just
dot C
anything.
file. So
Or you can do Betty.c, zero dash Betty.c or anything that will remind us that that's for Betty. No, I mean,
Okay, even self, the elder fathers is here. Okay. No worry, no. I don't want go somewhere before.
oh, I didn't know I can actually use Betty to check all my C files. So
Yeah, you just do Betty the
then
way you're
the
compiling. Yeah,
star.c, it will just be flowing. Can you
I've
imagine?
done it during the last print F. I did so. I could
I was just
remember.
suffering myself doing one by one.
I don't even need this self. Let me just
Link list, make link list go rest. Make it no torment your life. You and link list, eh?
ah. Okay. So. What I do? It should say he had put chat to the main dot ish.
Hmm?
It's not there. Okay,
Okay, no, it did now.
put chat is there. So why is this?
Probably
I didn't add it here.
you need to add okay.
Hmm. Okay, I don't know that my mistake is. There's nothing wrong with my code here. So,
It's not printing anything.
mhm.
Why print the name? Why this? Putcha is
Print
printing one. Okay.
each character. That's why I'm using a loop, and
Uh,
then I'm moving to the next this thing.
okay.
Let me try something.
Mm-hmm.
Your regular guy.
This should work.
So there's something wrong with your picture. There's nothing wrong here now. I have a string literal here, and
And
I'm
now
looping.
use
I'm
just
looping through
add
it.
a standard IO like standard, then use the normal picture. Let's see.
Okay. I know you can use directly since it's inside main.h.
Okay.
See, can you see? So
Okay.
even my previous implementation should work without these guys wasting my space. So this
So what
should
is
work.
actually wrong in this picture? Hmm.
So test, and it's working. Yeah.
Something is wrong. Picture, picture, picture. Okay. So, writing. Uh,
I think is it not the address?
hmm?
Okay, buff. Are you not supposed to pass the address of buff
The address of both.
instead of buff directly? Yes. I think that's where the problem is. It's supposed to be like and buff because
Ayana.
it's
Let's
not a
see.
pointer,
Okay.
it's a static character. So let's see. I've already added this thing, so it should work. Okay, wait, let me check.
Still the same thing.
Okay.
Ah,
Are you sure you guys use this picture?
we used it now. Let me check. We used it. 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 Picture, picture. Get function. Print F. We used picture. Then passing PTR.
Although this buffer stuff, we didn't use the buffer, so I really don't. I've not really studied the implementation of I. But I think what is happening, like,
Go to your main.c first. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Now. Ah, let me try it at my end first. Or let me try it at my end. Hate this thing now.
9, 10, 16.
Let's see. Let me try something. Main.c. Okay. Let me use um put jar. Put jar a. Okay. Right. All right. Put jar is not working. F that is using the put jar. Except okay, try using print f
Actually,
then passing character. I don't know print f for our probably we didn't test it direct sha. This will work fine. You can just put ln sef.
hmm?
You can just put a new line instead of passing percentage c.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
Uh-uh. Compile everything, do gcc, you start adding
No,
everything. Just do gcc start like
I've done everything. Encrypted.
so they put
Oh,
char.
is it that?
They put char is not using, how do I put it sef?
Okay, I think
It's from the
probably
put char that's supposed to print something out, but it's from the
no.
implementation here. It's
Mm,
writing to the buffer, but there's nothing to print it out to the standard output or to the command prompt
did you use the
using
buffer
the
inside your
put char.
printf?
Hmm?
Did you use the buffer inside your printf? Let me see if there's printf.
Scroll down.
Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. But that does not still mean it should not work because the putcher is specifically putcher for printing characters, and then the the printf will only call putcher when it
Mm.
is needing characters. So, well, I think there's something I suspected. Let me see. Let me recompile this capture. What other thing?
Ah, you want open to file.
Now, hey, now error go. You don't try this thing before. You don't give me error before.
No, I
That
never
VI
try
is
am.
I've tried one thing before. My system hang. The VI, I had to close it. I mean, I was using VI and cat at this. I didn't know that I had already pressed cat,
Um,
and at the same time I can't go press VI. Almost see, shake the way happen. I had to just close. Honestly. Oh, this printf that is inside the implementation now, not no more picture. Okay, okay. I don't know why this guy is giving us headache.
hmm, let's see. It's not printing out.
Okay, let me do one small thing.
It's right. Then we want it to
I
print
think
something.
even though if you explain this if statement, you said if the character is -1, bulk clear is -1, Abby.
That's from the printf function. It after doing everything, it will set it to -1, and once it comes here, it will reset the buffer to index 1 again.
Okay,
But if it is not, if it does not satisfy this if statement, it comes here to add that character to the first index and increment it at line 29.
okay. So if C is not -1,
Uh,
it's add character the current character to the buffer as the first
this is
character,
not
and
printing anything out, sha. It's just
it's just a way
adding,
for filling the buffer. Abi?
then using the printf to do everything.
But no, no, it's going to print here from this right now. If the buffer
It's printing,
is filled, okay.
that you need something that we need to see it in the command prompt.
Hmm. So that's why
Okay,
it's
you know
not really
what?
working.
This one stands for what, sef? Is it standard input, abi? I change it to 2 first. Abi change
Okay,
it to
I
0.
think
Is it
that's
0?
where it is. No, zero is for standard input. One is for standard output now.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
One is for standard output, abi?
hmm,
It's supposed to print out now.
make I see. I can debug. Although, and I'm pretty much fighting myself. Like I needed to read about that, but this we didn't use it actually. So because of that. Your let me see.
Go back. You don't go put Q.
I don't come out time. I know where I know save am. I know say it's here. I exited without
Okay,
save.
okay. Okay. All right.
Can you,
Yeah. Q.
yeah. I wanted to check if the bulb size was set to something in the first place. Okay.
Mm, probably the thing no catch us because we didn't handle put char. We're only handling print F.
Yeah. Okay. See. So, what do we do? We should just use the print F, or we should write
Mm,
an
let's use
ordinary
print F.
another butcher. Okay.
Or check you guys implementation. How did you guys did it?
It's just the normal write though. No. So there are multiple system calls. Just normal write. I think there's even a better way to do this thing since although not like better way though, because the implementation of flush is not there. Like what I learned, we can use the a logic from the last project. I think the tax 3, where you open a file and then you print what is there, but you print according to a particular number of size. You
Okay.
reduce system call, where we use the bulb size to set it to a value, and
Mm,
then the stuff is read into the buffer first before right now print what is inside the buffer. So implementing something like, if I say cpu, let me do, if I do cp, let me call it, and so I'm not using static. Okay, I think I will need I, just thinking of something, and then probably implement something like, hmm, incoming. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Gideon.
Michael, I'm coming. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, what were you saying?
I don't know if every time the right makes sense. I won't be like, let me try to explain. I don't think this good. I want to be like, okay, we have a space for storing the for storing the characters to read. So I'm saying that starting from position I, as long as I is
Mm,
less than buff capacity, eh, is less than,
mm,
is it less than, I would say, or less, I mean, is it less than or equal to less than buff capacity, and
okay,
the character is not null byte, I'm saying that you should write
okay.
into buffer the character and I
Mm.
plus plus. Okay, then
Change
probably,
The F, BUF.
okay. So I'm saying you should write into buff. Oh my God. So you should write into buff characters. While so like what can terminate this loop is if I've reached the end of
Mm,
the string or character, and what can terminate again is if the buffer is full. Like
okay.
it keeps going, if I get to the capacity of, so it will terminate. But I
The way.
think
Okay.
I think I think these two, okay, yeah, if this one is less than buffer, it is true. And if this, so the two will run because and is if the two is true, it will run.
Mm,
So I'm just thinking out loud. If I remember the other time, well, how to use the read. I'm using the logic of the read, whereby you read what are you reading, the file descriptor, like that you open,
mm.
you read it into buffer, and then you read
The size.
yeah, the size yeah, exactly, into it. So one at a time. So trying to be like, okay, since we have a buffer, but now if this, now if the problem now, if what if the buffer is now, the the I is now greater than the buffer or
Mm.
equal to the buffer. So what do we do? So that means there has to be an if statement before this, like if I greater than or equal to buff capacity. So we have to like clear the buffer and then Gideon, are you with me?
Yes, so I'm with you.
I try
Reason
implement.
why I never stress myself on this one be say nah the like the get line to focus on.
You're writing the get line function. custom help to
Just
function.
just focus, just manage the print f abeg. Later, when after share we will look at this picture.
I see.
Or you can copy it and paste, then tell ChatGPT to let it
Mm.
read it out. Let it. Hmm, it's networking.
Mm. Seems like you are trying to implement a custom picture that reads character into buffer before printing them using the right. However, there are some issues in your code. Let's help you correct them. Okay. Okay. It's redefining the static so it persists between calls. Okay. To keep track of. That's is still what you implemented. Though. If I less than buffer minus one and okay, we'll fill the buffer. Okay, else set buffer to be the last character. Write into
You know what?
buffer.
Copy this part.
Reset.
This if C is not no, copy that part out and paste it. I think that will make it to print out or something. If C is not, you can go back to the previous implementation or something. That is why.
Okay. Well, so let's see what we have. Okay, and compile with. Yeah, so it's working now. Hello?
Okay, I can hear you.
You can't hear me? What about
I
now?
think you should go.
Is your network? Oh? Hello, Gideon.
Okay,
Gideon, can you hear me?
I guess it was because of that.
Gideon,
Michael, I can hear you.
Gideon.
Okay.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me now. Hello? Can you hear me now? Huh?
Maybe make I let me.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now your network with that now.
Be like
So I think this was the line that was not.
the character. It was only printing right into the buffer.
Hmm, okay. So where are we? Let me do Betty for everything.
And by doing that, you are doing system calls.
Yeah, but since it's just like probably that means you are returning back. Yeah, but it's actually for single characters. If you are not printing more stuff, that's for the group chat. That's it. But there should be something. I was thinking since this side. Well, this side is well.
No, that one is buffer, not.
I know that's this is what it will actually eventually print, isn't it? Except if I understand this thing, this is when let's say it has filled the buffer to an extent, then it will print the buffer. But the buffer is actually equivalent to since you are using static cars, so it's same thing as a normal single character. You can see that this was the address of the character that was passed
Mm,
instead of a string. That was why I did that and in the first place that time, but
if you
it,
put the and or not, it will still work.
okay. I think we are done here.
I'm still far away with the get line, the weight, the all those things. I just need to cover up that part. Just do tab.
Now the tab I dey do na make and dey make noise so
It means say
okay,
you
okay.
never
No, no,
still.
no, no. No. That's not actually the name. This is the name of the function. Do you get? This is the
Mm.
to type, so it was giving me something different. I think we are all good. I think we are all good here.
So it's to push now.
Let me know
Which for which file to push.
So it's just the Betty I'm pushing, right?
Then
No,
the
the
name,
Betty and the
the new
Betty
names you
of
rename.
the new name. So basically everything.
Except main.c.
Yeah, I deleted it from here, so it will reflect at your end. You didn't delete.
Okay.
Yeah. Ah,
Okay.
Git is powerful. Huh? Can. You say you are working on the get line function.
Yeah, I'm not
I've already
really
I've
confident in
started
it.
it
I'm
too.
just studying it. Okay, you have
I've
started it,
I've
have you?
started it. So let me do it. Yes. You can do
Okay,
the
for the tax zero, ba? Maybe tax one.
yeah, yeah, because we need it for tax one, yeah. So I'm actually right. We are not needing it here. We are not needing tax one now. No. We were using the normal standard library.
Okay, yeah.
We are not using it here. It is on the tax what I'll be using it. But I'm already implementing it.
Then if you have
Probably
implemented it, then you can use it here now because I think we will still come here and change it because that tax will link to this tax one.
so should you alright use it directly, abi?
Uh,
Okay.
then to implement string talk.
This one now that they did there, what exactly is somebody going to implement? Because they just write simple shell 0.2. You're not allowed to use string token. But what
This simple
exactly?
shell 02, yeah, that is like uh, what you be like. This is more like your sh. So as you do it, you like this way. It's going to be simple shell 02. You enter it to be your shell. You
Okay.
get
Interactive mode.
yeah. For every latest like this one now, sh 0.4 simple shell 0.4 be 0.4 plus.
Okay. Okay.
So each of them is serving different tax or something.
Okay. 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 So from tax from from tax 0.1, that's a non-interactive, while the make I go cool my brain first.
I dey come oh. Let me go.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm looking at
All
this
right.
tax 0.1. I think I'll study it and see what can be done.
Ooh. The temptation to check the okay, check everything.
So can we
Sometimes
discuss?
when I did check, he said,
Yes, I wanted to say, can we discuss? Please give me some minutes. I'm coming. Like, give me like 10 minutes, please.
okay, okay.
I'm coming.